Morocco had been on my travel wish list for years, not just because of its famous cities, colorful markets, or endless desert landscapes, but because Morocco has quietly become one of the world's greatest movie backdrops. And as I traveled through Morocco, I started to realize that this isn't just a trip through a country. It felt like traveling through scenes from a movie. My journey began in Marrakech. Stepping into the Medina of Marrakech feels like entering another world. Market stalls overflow with spices, handcrafted goods, textiles, and souvenirs. What I loved most about Marrakech was simply wandering without a plan. Getting lost is almost unavoidable here, but somehow that's part of the experience. The Medina isn't a place you visit, it's a place you experience. Life happens everywhere around you. Shopkeepers greet passing visitors. Families move through the crowds. And there are a lot of cats. If you're a cat lover, Morocco might just be a paradise. They seem to belong to the city as much as the ancient walls themselves. Leaving Marrakech behind, I traveled toward one of the Morocco's most iconic locations, Aït Benhaddou. The ancient fortified village has appeared in countless films and television shows. From Gladiator to Game of Thrones, filmmakers have been drawn here for decades. As I explored its narrow pathways and climbed higher through the village, I could immediately understand why directors love filming here. But standing here, surrounded by desert landscapes and ancient architecture, it becomes something much more than a filming location.
The correct name is Tamazight. The letters 33 letters, and we write from left to the right. The language is official language in Morocco. There is two official languages, Arabic, Tamazight. Because in Morocco there are Amazighs, there are Arabs. We the Amazigh people, we are the first population in the North Africa. The Arabs came on the 7th century. They bring the Islam to the Amazighs. Because the religion of the Amazighs before was nature, moon, stars, stones. But when the Arabs came, more than 90% of the Amazighs, they convert to Islam. Most of the Amazighs now, they live here in Morocco and also in Algeria. A small part of Egypt, Mali, Niger, Libya, Tunisia. So we have many dialects in our language. We have between 20 to 30 dialects. And we don't understand all each other. Even here in Morocco. My dialect here, we call it Shlaha. The north of Morocco, they speak 30 feet. If I meet someone from the north, we use Arabic to communicate.
And now the color is fixed forever. It's dry. So the black now, guys, it's tea. Yellow is saffron, blue indigo. All this painting, it's made with the same technique. This technique, guys, is only in this village, by the way. We will not find it in other place. We keep it alive for next generation.
It's a reminder of how closely history and storytelling, long before Hollywood arrived, this place already felt legendary, and perhaps that's exactly why filmmakers keep returning. From ancient villages, the journey continued into one of Morocco's most famous landscapes, the Sahara Desert. It's difficult to describe the feeling of seeing the dunes for the first time. Photos never quite capture the scale. The dunes stretch endlessly toward the horizon. The landscape appears simple at a first glance, just sand and sky. But the longer you look, the more detail you notice. The curves of the dunes, the endless patterns shaped by the wind. Everything feels calm, everything feels vast, and somehow everything feels timeless. But beyond the scenery, the Sahara offers something even more valuable. silence, a kind of silence that's becoming increasingly rare. The desert encourages you to slow down, to pause, to simply appreciate where you are. And sometimes those are the moments that stay with you longest after a trip is over. Of course, no journey through Morocco would be complete without talking about the food. One of the best parts of traveling is discovering flavors that are completely different from your home. Moroccan cuisine is rich, comforting, and full of character. Throughout the trip, I found myself constantly looking forward to the next meal. Traditional tagines, slowly cooked with aromatic spices. Every meal felt like an opportunity to experience another part of Moroccan culture. And just like the country's landscapes and architecture, the food reflects centuries of history and influence. Every dish tells a story. The next stop on the journey was Fez, home to one of the oldest and most fascinating Medinas in the world. Walking through Fez feels like traveling back in time. Traditional crafts are still practiced here. Artisans work with techniques passed down through generations. What impressed me most was how alive the city feels. The Medina remains the heart of daily life, and that authenticity makes exploring Fez unforgettable. I traveled north to one of Morocco's most photographed destinations, Chefchaouen, better known as the Blue City. Looking back on the trip, what stands out most isn't any single location. It's the variety. In just one journey, Morocco took me from bustling Medinas to ancient film locations. It's a country that constantly surprises you. A country where every destination feels completely different from the last. Whether you're a filmmaker, a photographer, or simply a traveler looking for adventure, Morocco offers something unforgettable. For me, this journey wasn't just about seeing beautiful places. It was about experiencing stories. Stories written in ancient cities, stories hidden in desert landscapes, and stories waiting around every corner. Until next time, thank you for traveling with me.